Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel, I hope you're all doing well. Yes, I'm sorry, I was a bit late. Ragazzi, it happens. Ragazzi, after the day reading Gazzetta dello Sport, what do you do? Ragazzi, it happens. You read Gazzetta dello Sport and then the time that you digest everything you read, it happens, ragazzi. We are all human, we are all human. And after all the things that I read today, mamma mia, no, it's not the coffee, it's reading a pink paper today. Anyway, ragazzi, we have to speak about a lot of things today. We have to speak about Nkunku injured. Attenzione, because Chelsea, out of nowhere, they could possibly think again about Dusan Vlahovic. Bayern Munich, after the no for Harry Kane from Tottenham, could think again about Vlahovic. We will check all the latest news. Then, of course, I want to check with you how you feel after the video that I posted today, speaking about Gazzetta dello Sport article that was totally a disaster. I have never read in my life an article like that, because I repeat, and for the people that do not know, apparently Gazzetta dello Sport, they said that it's because of Juve that Inter lost the Champions League. It is what it is. Ragazzi, I hope you are all doing well. -10 respect for Fabiana Della Valle. Ragazzi, she's working for a paper. Where that's the boss. There is a guideline. There is a clear anti-Juve position of the pink paper. That's something that we already know. It's based in Milano. Their audience is Milan-based, Inter Milan, but has been held for generations by Inter people. Now, actually, it's a paper that is held by the president of Torino, by Cairo. It's not even held by Inter, but after so many influence of Inter from the past and so on, it stays there. And then you go with the news that will attract your audience. And she's working for Gazzetta dello Sport, so she's a super professional in terms of doing what the boss is asking. More than that, no. What I don't like about Fabiana Della Valle is from the moment that you are, because we are not stupid, ragazzi, we all see what is happening. We are not stupid. I expose them every single day with their article. When you tell her something on social media, she's answering you with a huge arrogance, and she's taking you like a piece of shit, like an imbecile, like an idiot. And this is what I really don't like, because we are not idiots. We know what is going on. And when you want some clarification, when you're asking for explanation, they are taking you really for an incult person, so a person without any intelligence or whatever, someone that doesn't understand nothing, while it's so clear and obvious what is going on. But anyway, that's again a long story, another story that we can talk about in a second. Oh, how are you doing? That's the big question. The first one today was a Mufit that is saying, Beppe, Juventus is the greatest club, even without Europe, because Chiesa, Vlahovic, Bremer, Szczęsny, they don't want to leave. Lukaku and Weah, they want to come, and Rabiot renew his contract. Isn't it, Beppe? I agree. Ciao Styler Z, that is used now to putting a hashtag with the like that he has spent today. Was the fifth one to like the video. Thank you, Styler Z. Ciao Calcio Ben. Ciao Bogdan, grandissimo Bogdan. Suraz again, Bogdan again, Stavros, Steve Cano, Don Simon, Thomas, Anthony, Antonio, Ben the Goose, the usual ones, Pavel, Orion is there as well, Helicopter, grandissimo Juve Pulse, Elod is there as well, André Rigon, hi, all night long, like a bit like, what's the name, Lionel Richie, all night long, all night. Ciao Marian, ciao Daniel, ciao Ron Rusitano, my brother, and then we have Steve Cano again. Chef is there as well. Honestly, it has been a while since I never laughed this hard with the video today. What did you think about the video, by the way? Thank you, my friend. Juve Pulse, 5 months with us. Got to love you. Forza Juve, give us the Scudetto. What did you think about the video today? Because it was different. You know, in Italy, before starting to speak about Mercato, Vlahovic, Chelsea, Bayern Munich, Paris Saint-Germain, and so on, Lukaku, Juve, yes or no, before speaking about that, I really wanted some tips, because in Italy, it's more a habit, you know, to go with these kind of videos where you expose it with an irony, you speak about these kind of matters that are important, and you are doing a video about it, you know, more than a mix of news of the day, reporting. It's not only reporting, but really speaking about something crazy and then going for it. It was a long one, but I really worked to go back to the 1st of August to understand. But I don't know. I wanted to know if you like these kind of videos or not, if you prefer the normal ones. Marian is pissed off, Marian is pissed off. I don't know if she's more pissed off with Juve, that is maybe selling Vlahovic, or with Gazzetta dello Sport. I'm not sure, I'm doubting. Thank you, Juve Pulse. Mikey, I was frustrating. It was a frustrating video. I could see it on your face and heard it on your voice. Also because I believe I started again like 35, 36 times to have the good voice tone to start the video, because I didn't know, because I have to pay attention, because, you know, I always want to respect, but I can't see. This was really disrespectful for us. Attenzione, because we have a news. I will not put the music for a simple reason, because it's already a news of 28 minutes ago, but Fabrizio Romano was on That's Football TV, big one, and he said that Chelsea will take a decision together with Mauricio Pochettino this week. We are Monday. This week means on Sunday they will have decided. Also because they already start their league. If we are going towards the Chelsea games, fixtures, they already play Premier. Ooh, mamma mia. Ooh, they play against Liverpool already on Sunday, the 13th of August, and then it starts to accelerate with West Ham, Luton, Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth, Aston Villa. But it's quite okay. They have like 6 games, and they have time between the games. No, it's okay. But they start actually now immediately with a big shock: Chelsea, Liverpool. You know what's the changing factor in everything that we said? The changing factor from yesterday to today is if you go on, what was it? I have posted it on the Telegram group. If you go on the Telegram group, you will see here Nkunku injured. Nkunku is expected to be out for a couple of months. Then they precise as well. It's more or less average 2 months. Can be a bit longer as well. It can be 2.5, can be 3 months, after suffering a MCL injury to the knee. That's an annoying one for them. For me, I'm always a bit sad when I'm seeing that some players are injured, but that can be a game changer, because 2 months, if we are today the 7th of August, let's say 2 months, that means that he's back in October. That means that he's missing already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is the 7th of October, 8 games. And then you have international break. You could potentially see him back for Chelsea Arsenal, and this is Premier League only. I don't know because they are not. Of course, they are not speaking about Champions League here, because here we speak about 8 games. I didn't show you here. We are speaking about 8 games, but the draws of the Champions League has not been done. Are they in Champions League, by the way? I know. No, I'm laughing. I can laugh. I am allowed to laugh, because we are not in Champions League as well. Us, because we were punished, because on the field we were. Chelsea, I don't know for what reason, because they were bad, probably. No, they don't play Champions League. It's true. They don't play. It's true. No, I forgot. No, because, they did. What a disaster. Poor Chelsea. No, but that's an annoying factor, of course. Fire Master is saying don't laugh, but I can laugh because we are in the same disgrace. Some people because they were punished, some people because they didn't make it. But anyway, if you're looking at the strength of Chelsea in terms of a team, in terms of depth, not depth about the money, and depth of the team. Ma ragazzi, this year you will make it. You are playing for the Champions League, especially with one competition only. A bit like Juve, 12th. Mamma mia. 12th is 12th. I don't remember Juve finishing 12th. No, then I agree. It's really embarrassing. Yeah, it's really embarrassing. I remember I watched, by out of curiosity, I watched a few games of the players of Chelsea when you bought, half of the planet with Mudryk and who was it there? All the Enzo Fernandez and so on and so on. I was really curious. Then I watched the game in a really strange stadium, small stadium in the winter there. It was 0-0, something like that. Really strange game. No, it was really bad. But anyway, we are not here to mock Chelsea, ragazzi, because let's not mock the Chelsea people. But now, seriously, Pochettino was more going towards a no, even if Chelsea was really considering already Vlahovic. Now, they were considering to go for a no because Pochettino, he said, I have Nkunku, I have Michael Jackson. Ragazzi, we can't go for 100 strikers. Now, with that injury, missing 8 games, ragazzi, or Michael Jackson, he will have to be really top, and not miss any single second, or they will have to go for a player like Dusan Vlahovic. Could be, could be. Then, do you really spend Lukaku plus 40 million euro, because that's what we are speaking about, 35, 40 million euro for Vlahovic for 8 games only? That's a lot, That's really a lot. Nicolotti, grazie my friend. Vlahovic must say, could be, it's not over. Vlahovic wants to stay. Juventus, they are not against the players staying also. So Dusan Vlahovic could potentially stay. But we are speaking about the rumors of Mercato at the moment. People are are laughing with Michael Jackson. Why are you laughing, guys? That's I'm not doing Mercato of Chelsea. Chelsea bought Michael Jackson, ragazzi. You're laughing with me. I will show you if you don't believe me. They bought a guy. He's called Michael Jackson. Here, the 43 here. Jackson. You see? Nicolas Michael is the same, ragazzi. It's the same. It's exactly the same. Don't start mocking me because I don't know the names of the players. They bought 100 players. How do you think that I memorize all the names? I knew it was Jackson, Michael. So people are laughing. You're disgusting, guys. You're disgusting. You're really disgusting. I have a good news. I have a fantastic news. You want to be... I'm not sponsored, okay? It's not money or whatever. It's just because I like it, okay? I discovered today a new app. It is on beta, okay? So you can become one of the testers of the app. A new app. Fantastic. I will show you here. It's called Momento, okay? You go on iPhone or you go on Android, you download for free, of course, for free. I'm not sponsored, I repeat, I'm just doing it because I like the app. It's called AC, so AC is AC, and then space, Momento. Momento. If you are asking yourself, Beppe, what is it? What is it? I will show you. I will show you in a second. So that's the app. Ace Momento with that logo here. I will explain you. So you go on the app. And actually it's super great because it's an app where you can file all your games that you visited yourself. For example, here you can see all the games I went in 2022, not only for Juve, for all the games that you go. They have already 40 leagues, for example, that they have. For example, you see, in 2018, I went here, up Juve Sampdoria, and then you can also add the picture if you want to. You are not obliged, but you have everything filed. It's not AC Milan, it's AC Memento. You have all of them, and then you can also go. They will tell you how many games that you saw. They will tell you how many stadiums that you visited, how many teams that you actually saw, because you watch Juve or other teams. For example, I watch also Italy. You can check, filter by stadium. You can do a lot of things. It's not only football. It's also the sport there in America, NHL, FLP, NBA. You can do whatever you want to. It's really great. I really like it. And then you can also, of course, go and follow people that have the app, and you can check if yes or no they visited a stadium, if they went to a game. You can see, you can add pictures if you want to. You're not obliged, but then you can watch, if you follow them, the pictures of their visit. For example, if I go to my follows, I go to my followers, for example, Martina Bedda, she's already on the app. And then you click on a game, Real Madrid, she went to Real Madrid. I'm not sure if she has put the pictures, you see, and it takes a bit of time, and you can see that, I don't know, here she didn't put some picture, but there are some where she put some pictures. It's really great. I like the app. If you want to, it's a beta, so you will need a code. You will need a code to enter, because when you will download it, you have a code. GJustjuve is the code. It's as easy as that. If you want to enter the beta, ragazzi, GJustjuve, and then you follow me, of course, and then we can interact on that app. But it's really nice. I really like it. I personally really like it. So if you want to, again, Momento, not Memento, Momento. Everything is in English. And the graphics are great. It's a great thing, to remember where you went, where you go, and you check the apps. I really like it. What do you think, guys? Is it an app that you like, you don't like? Sasha says it sounds cool, baby. No, seriously. Again, it's not because I'm sponsored, it's because I really saw it and I like it. In the past I had, the notes on Apple Notes, where I was writing the game, who scored, and when I visited, so that I have a good memory. And it was a bit annoying, to be honest. Now, with that app, beautiful graphics, soon you will be able to rate the teams and so on. So I like it. Anthony, but you can put it on. You can go retroactive. You can put the games that you already gone. For example, last week you can already put there. Of course, it would have been fun because you could have seen who would have gone to that game as well. Niven, I like the idea, but never went to a football game. But you can also go for another sport if you want to. It's not only football. And then when you will have it, you will have your first game. Chunky is not happy. Chunky, another app to keep us tracking. But what do you think they will do with that? That's another debate. We'll speak about football, ragazzi, in a second as well. But that's another debate. Another app to keep us tracked. What do you want to... If you are a good person, Boo. No, but that's me. I don't care, really, seriously. Beppe, you are here. Yeah, I'm here. What do you want? You went to the game to Juve? Yeah, of course I went to the game. You can see it on Instagram. I said it on the channel of Juve. I went everywhere. What do you want? I have no secret in my life, ragazzi. But that's me. I have a YouTube channel. I love to speak. You know what I'm doing. I respect also the privacy of people. But today it's impossible. It's impossible to hide. Or if you want to hide, you build, something in the garden somewhere alone, and then underground you start to dig, and then you go there, and you stay without phone, nothing. It's impossible, ragazzi. They can follow me. If they want to follow me, they can follow me. Follow me. What do you want? Oh, anyway. I already had 2 people. Then later I will check. I will follow back, of course. Dennis and... Ooh. I have two people more that are following me. I like that. Grande. That is true. It's true, David. Now, okay. Can we start speaking about football? What do we start speaking about? Vlahovic, Chelsea, Lukaku, Juve, or you want the conspiracy theory, the Machiavellic plan of Juve that made Inter lost the final? And also because Gazzetta, they are going with a huge accusation against Juventus, really huge accusation. Amrabat, let's take the assist of Moazer. Amrabat, today I spoke about him in the channel on the video. If you watched until the end, you know that I spoke about him. Okay, the Gazzetta dello Sport source, they said Amrabat, he was about to go to Manchester United. You know that he was coached by Den Haag. I don't know if you know that, but when he was in the Netherlands, if I'm not wrong, at Utrecht, when he was playing at Utrecht, his coach was Den Haag. So they know each other really well, and that's also why the coach really wants him, because he believes in him and he wants him in the team. Okay, so it's not as crazy as we think. Amrabat to United. Okay, he did a really great World Cup. Since the World Cup, it was a bit less, but no, it's a good player. But on top of that, the trainer knows him. At the moment, it's stagnating a bit to Manchester United. I don't know if it totally collapsed or not. Now, Juventus is thinking about him. Not only him, also other midfielders that we already spoke. The one of BAYERN, we will come back on them in a second. But there could be an idea of Amrabat to Juve. If I'm not wrong, during the World Cup, they were already speaking about him. And I was super excited because before the World Cup, I was already praising him. But then never really become something concrete. Here they're speaking again. But I believe it's just, a rumor to put some pressure on United. You really want him? Go fast, because maybe Juve, that is looking for a midfielder, wants the player. So for me, I don't believe in it. Maybe I see some people speaking about the app in the chat. Let me write AC Momento. And then the code to enter is GJustjuve. One word. But the AC Momento that you can download. Fantastic. Really, really nice app. Then you play a bit, you put the games where you went to. It's really nice. So, Amrabat, ragazzi, I don't know. I don't believe in it. I don't know what you think about Amrabat. A good player. I like the player. I like the qualities of the player. But I really don't believe it's something for real. Thank you, Gazzo. Gazzo 934, 9 mesi sul canale. 9 months, Beppe. Hey, soon we have a baby together. On the way to 1 year. Thank you. Really appreciate it, my friend. Let me drink a bit. Water is life. Water is life. Okay, we tackled the one of Amrabat, ragazzi. Is there something to add? Is there someone that is believing in it? Overrated, I don't know, Orion. Put in the spotlights thanks to the World Cup, yes. Overrated, no, because then maybe I'm wrong, huh? But when I was already speaking about Amrabat before the World Cup, maybe I can check. I don't know if I tweeted it publicly. I believe yes. Let's see, so that I'm not cheating. Amrabat. When was I already starting tweeting about him? Here I was saying, look, Amrabat asking Monblano some Juventus Mercato news. Do you remember that guy, ragazzi? This guy is Luca Monblano. Luca Monblano is a referee. Oh, it's not possible. Look, Luca Monblano. ragazzi, oh, it's the same. I don't know you guys, but that's the twin brother of look. It's impossible. This is Luca Monblano. This is Luca Monblano. So that was the first news. I don't know what you think, guys. I believe this is really Luca. When every time that I watch that referee in a game, I said this is Luca Monblano, and then I send him an image every single time. Every single time I do the same. No, I don't believe it's Felipe Melo. I think it's a good player, but to come back. Oh, here, September 4. I was already tweeting. No, 28th of August 2022. So we're speaking of Amrabat is playing a wonderful game. And then on September 4, 24 hours later, I am able to repeat what I said last week. Amrabat, what a player. 92 touches, 90% pass accuracy. He impressed me last season and is constantly growing. So before the World Cup. Then, of course, the World Cup put it even better, more into the spotlight. I agree. But for me, it's a really great player. The problem is that after the World Cup, he had that dip a bit. It happens. But it's true that every single player that is coming from Fiorentina, especially midfielders, it brings us back to Felipe Melo, unfortunately. Chef. Grazie, Chef. Chef is saying, Gazzetta next headline. Juventus can now do voodoo magic. Oh, the reason why Inter lost the next cup final, Gazzetta. Best stand-up comedians. Oh, you know that, I was thinking, you know that Lukaku, it's true, he didn't play a great final. He also didn't play a great World Cup. He didn't play a great World Cup. What if, according to Gazzetta dello Sport, you never know, what if the Netherlands were on the Belgian player? Maybe there were already some contacts to ask him to become a player from the national team of the Netherlands. Or Argentina, or Brazil, we don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying, you never know. That's why he didn't play a great World Cup. You never know. I'm just, I put it here. I'm just there. And then people, they do whatever they want with that information. I'm just saying. Actually, I'm doing exactly the same as Gazzetta dello Sport. I invent a story and then I tell it here. The only thing is here, I'm saying, I don't know. Gazzetta dello Sport, you're really writing it with a name and so, disaster. But I agree. What a disaster. You never know. Oh, ragazzi. Ciao, Saraz. Hello, Beppe. Hello, everyone. But you were here. Saraz, he was here since the entire live and now he's saying hello. Huh? Are you leaving? Goodbye. You mean goodbye? Or you mean hello, you just arrived? You're confusing me. Thank you for the donation, Chef, but you're correct. What is happening? Everyone is saying hello, Beppe. Thomas. What is Thomas saying? Wait, let me read the message. Gazzetta dello Sport next story. Juventus not winning titles on purpose to hide their winning scheme and remove doubts regarding their recent success. Could be. You never know. You never know what you will find tomorrow. Srikar, but every single day you are asking me about Mika Odatse. Mika Odatse, he was before Giuntoli. It was when we were in talk for Tudor, because Tudor really liked him. I liked him as well. But he's not a name for you anymore. I'm sorry. My friend, Srikar, every single time. I know, he enters Pepe. Mika Odatse, tell me about me. But there is nothing. He's nothing. There is nothing. I don't even know if where he will play next year. Ragazzi, no, it's over. Today you are there to confuse me. Oh, we spoke about Mika Odatse out. Bravo, this. No, ragazzi, every single day, every time I see the message, Beppe, Mika, and he's writing, I know the techniques. Sometimes he's writing Beppe in big, in caps letter, Mika Odatse in small. Sometimes because he wants to say I'm another person, I'm not the same, he's writing Beppe in small, Mika Odatse in big. Sometimes it's just Mika Odatse, sometimes it's Beppe. And I know, it's the techniques of Srikar. But no, there is no news. There will be no other news. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I will tell you the truth. There will be no other news for Mikodadze. Mikodadze out, Mikodadze. We spoke about Amrabat. Then it's the perfect access to speak about the other players. Because I don't know if it's Anthony Schifano or Anthony Trimboli that asked, can you tell us about no, not tell us, but we prefer other players, Gravenberch, Goretzka. Who are these guys? These are two players from Bayern Munich. You know them better than me, that are already starting to be a bit names that we like. We start with the poll. Because I don't believe in Amrabat. Well, we can put him. We have 4 slots. Okay. Next, midfielder. Who do you prefer? Not who do you believe, but who do you prefer? Goretzka, Gravenberch, Amrabat, or the 4th one, I don't believe in Habib Diarra. Let's say Freuler. I will not put Kefren Thuram because otherwise I know who will win. You know that Kefren Thuram here, you never know. We can speak about him in a second. But first, let me say thank you to Sir Raz, my friend, mon ami, that said Beppe. I said hello, I left, I went out of the hotel. Now I'm back in the hotel and I'm saying hello again. That's why. That was the problem. Thank you. 6 months. 6 months. Grande Sir Raz. Goretzka reminds me of when Juve bought Khedira. I know he was older than Goretzka now, but the experience factor is key. That's not a really bad example. That's a good example. Goretzka and Amrabat are really great. Beppe, Tutto Sport front page, attenzione. And then I will read, wait, let me first see a Colo. Beppe, I posted an Amrabat video last week and watched all of his highlights for 2023. He's an okay player, but not a star. No. I said I like the player, but no, it's not a star. On that one, I agree. No. It's not a world-class player. On that, if we go for then I believe that Gravenberch has more potential. He flopped at Bayern last year. He didn't receive any chance, but Gravenberch is, according to me, further. Goretzka is a leader. Attenzione, because we have the front page of Tutto Sport. Attenzione. Let me check. Lukaku. Juventus is insisting. Now the pressing on Chelsea. Will the offer for Vlahovic increase? Giuntoli is intensifying the contacts on the English club. For now, they are stopped and they are stagnating at 20 million euro offer. Plus, of course, Lukaku. In front of the 50 million euro request from Juve. But there is trust, there is hope that there could be a deal found on 35.40 on the value of DV9. Tutto Sport, you know it, huh? Tutto Sport is a page close to Juve, close in Torino, based in Torino. I really love Tutto Sport. I'm reading it every single day. In the past, another director was there, and I didn't like how they were speaking about Mercato because it was more a gossip Mercato, more a clickbait Mercato, sometimes even with names that were absolutely not correct or true, and they were putting them there. Now, it's not that they are correct on everything today, but you see that they are much more into explaining a story, behind the scene, quite informed, and also they are really close to the club. The new people from Tuttosport, Guido Vasiago, and so on, they are closer to the club. So it's not that it's the Holy Bible, but it's the closest one to Juve, the one that know a lot of things. If they are putting Lukaku like that, it doesn't mean that tomorrow it will be a done deal because they don't know about Chelsea, but that there is something, and that something is near and close. Yeah. It's not a new name. It's not that they are putting Kefren Thuram comes to Juve where you say, boop, boop. Maybe they need to sell a bit of page. Here they are speaking really about Lukaku affair. And usually it's Corriere dello Sport that is pushing on that. And if you see the evolutions of the front pages of the inside the papers, you can see that they started quite slow. And now it's getting bigger, bigger, bigger. Here Juventus is insisting. Juventus really wants the player. Colo is saying, and I agree with him, 20 million euro is a disgrace. And I agree with that. 20 million euro is a disgrace. I 100% agree. I don't know what else I can add on that one, but it's totally correct. We are asking 50. They want to offer us 20. I tell you, I don't want to lose Vlahovic. I don't necessarily want Lukaku, but let's say there is no other choice. Let's say it has to happen. Ragazzi, then I want to win some money on Dusan Vlahovic because we have a lot of problems financially. If you tell me we do that swap, that according to me is also maybe probably the main driver is a financial necessity, then you need to come back in what you are asking. A 40 million is okay for me. 35. I can live with that 35 plus Lukaku. Less than that, absolutely no. Absolutely no. Absolutely no. Ben the Goose, no, they are. Look, this is. Wait, man, 21 months. My friend. Aman is a key driver of the channel. My friend, I'm happy. Thank you. Grazie, my friend. 21 months together with us. Wait, there was a question from Ben the Goose. Ben the Goose was asking, Beppe, are they closer to Torino or to Juve? This is the proportion of the paper. No. Here you see. It's 75-25. 75-25. Because Juve is a bigger team. But they speak about Torino. They always speak about Torino. They always put them on the front page. And this was about that news. Then there is the other way. Did you see it or not, ragazzi? Did you see him or not? Did you see him or not? Did you see what I see? You didn't see him, eh? What an eye. What an eye, ragazzi. What an eye. Oh, you see, it was impossible to spot. Impossible. It was that close. I was speaking. We were speaking about Lukaku. This is not what we need to know. It's this part. That small part here. You see? Really small. Really small. Boom, boom, boom. This is what we have to speak about. E riecco l'altro Thuram. Zakaria is at the departing point. They need another midfielder. And here is the other Thuram. From Nice, the objective is Kefren, the youngest son of Lilian Thuram. Oh, if we can take Kefren Thuram, ragazzi. Oh, it's also, I believe we can say, it's also thanks to me. Because, English-speaking person that were speaking first about Kefren Thuram, I believe that we can say it. We can say it because I'm pushing for Thuram since this is a player. Okay, what are they speaking about? Nice. They have beautiful contacts with Juve. If a team is taking from you Aaron Ramsey, that means that there is a good contact with that team, okay? Otherwise, nobody's taking Aaron Ramsey, okay? So, we have good contacts with Nice. We already closed the deal for Pellegrini, but then Pellegrini didn't want to go. Juventus showed that they did every single thing that they could, but then Pellegrini doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to go. And that's a problem. I know it's a problem. So, they want to go with a kind of loan plus obligation to buy. Loan plus obligation to buy for Kefren Thuram. Oh, if Juve is able, seriously, if Juve is able to sign us Kefren Thuram, I believe that's a fantastic name. Fantastic name. Together with here. Today I will do like that. Here. Lukaku and Kefren Thuram. Kefren is strong. Kefren is really, really, really strong. Seriously. But seriously, he's top. Top. How can you not like Lukaku, ragazzi? How can you not like Lukaku? Seriously. He was, according to Gazzetta dello Sport, he was already a Juve supporter that day. He was already a Juve supporter. And we were mocking him. We didn't know that he was actually doing it for Juve. He didn't want Inter to win the Champions League. According to Gazzetta dello Sport, this man here, while he was entering in that second half of the Champions League, because he didn't start it, because Dzeko was preferred to him. Imagine how far the creativity goes. According to Gazzetta dello Sport, Lukaku is on the bench, final of Champions League. I don't know if he already played a final of Champions League in his life or if it was the first one. I believe the first one. I'm not sure if he knows that probably he will never play another one anymore in his life. He's on the bench, and then at a certain moment, Inzaghi, he looks at him, he said, comes in. He enters final of Champions League. That is the holy grail for clubs, we have to be honest. And according to Gazzetta dello Sport, in the minutes that he played, When Di Marco... No, first it was him. First it was him that was missing a goal. Before going on target, probably he heard the song. Juve. And then he said, no, I can't score. It is impossible. I can't score. Because Juventus, they were in talks with me since March. I can't score. I can't equalize. Otherwise, we will go to the extra time. Maybe Inter will win. And then he's continuing to play. In the last few minutes, imagine the creativity of Gazzetta dello Sport. He sees Di Marco coming out of nowhere, going with a header, going on target, and he was in the midfield. Because now you see the end product here. You see him here. That's the end phase of it. But you have to imagine that Lukaku was not here. He was not there. He was there in the midfield. And when he sees that Di Marco is going with a header, what does he hear? And he runs so fast that he's arriving in front of Di Marco to deflect the ball. This is the truth, ragazzi. This is the truth. Imagine Lukaku, when he saw Di Marco, he heard. Il bianco che abbraccia il nero. Can't do this. It can't happen. It can't happen. Faster, Romelu. Faster. This is the real story, ragazzi. This is the real story of Lukaku. Imagine a guy with that commitment to come from the midfield. You're laughing. Someone with that commitment coming from the midfield, hearing and starting to run to deflect that ball. Ragazzi, if this is if this is not the most Juventus thing you ever saw in your life, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just telling you, huh? Oh. Oh. I don't know. He showed, indeed, favorite. He showed Juventinità. We are always asking for grinta, but okay. This story is impossible. This is impossible, ragazzi. This is impossible. Dai, no, but Fabiana, when you are writing an article, just think a bit, you know. Not a lot. What are we speaking about? He's a player of football. He grew up, he was explaining. I'm not joking now. Huh? It's a real story. Huh? He was saying that he was growing in poverty. He was poor. He said the real story. Huh? The mother, she had to mix water and milk to have more milk because they were really poor. It's a real story. It's not a joke. Huh? From Lukaku. And you imagine that a guy that grew up in poverty, had the luck to have a talent to play football, to win a lot of money, that in the final of Champions League, probably his first one ever, is thinking about Juve in that exact moment, especially because they were not losing 5-0. They were losing at that moment 1-0. And they were not even playing bad. Ragazzi. You know, I'm reading this in the morning. What do you want then? Yeah, he did like this. No, it's true. You know, if my boss is calling saying, you have to write this. I said, no, I don't put my name on this. You don't believe me? I know you don't believe me. Huh? That's the worst thing, that you don't believe me. Wait, I will show you. I will show you. Here. Come on. It's always the same. No, I should be able to put it on. Here. I will read you, ragazzi. In casa nerazzurra, in the home of the nerazzurri, in the home of Inter, they're asking themselves if the open talks that was already existing between Juve and Lukaku could have possibly influenced the performances of Lukaku in the final, especially with the goal that he missed. Ragazzi, oh, it's true, huh? They are not joking, huh? It's a real story what I'm telling you here. Huh? It's a real story. Huh? Look, they are showing the goals that they missed. Juve Lukaku, contacts already in March. What about the FIFA rules? Were they violated? Inter irritated. The negotiation could have influenced Big Rom in Istanbul. They are even repeating. One time was not enough. Let's see. How can we speak about serious thing about Mercato and so on when we start with these kind of things? No, but seriously. I was running fast, huh? I will go back and watch it myself. Mirra, ciao Mirra. In my head rings song that we will get Lukaku, and at the end of the season we will have a player who you can't sell. Allegri didn't accomplish his goal, and we don't have money. And guess what? It's nobody's fault. It's a valid theory, yeah, Mirra. It's a valid theory, yeah? Because if there is something that nobody can deny, and now we are going back to seriousness, huh? It's a player that is 30 today. Lello, se hai l'opportunità di andare un po' indietro, penso che 3 minuti, qualcosa così, 3-4 minuti, vai indietro sul canale YouTube che c'è da ridere perché ci siamo divertiti un po' con la notizia del grandissimo Lukaku. Ho spiegato un po' come ha fatto a salvare i gol. Disastro. Anyway, no, it's a possibility, Mirza. It's a possibility because we know one thing is sure. It's a player that is 30 today, and it's a player that you are not investing any money on him to resell him because you will not be able to resell him. Or maybe in 2 years you have a Saudi Arabia that is coming, and Lukaku that was already thinking about it, why not? He accepts to go, but they will not even pay you 100 million euro. They will not pay you 50 million euro, not even 40. It's a player that you will probably let go for 10 million euro, something like that. So on that one, you're correct. Now, what is also true is that Juventus needs to fix financial problems today. And how can you fix financial problem playing one competition because of all the consequences of Juventus being punished so many times? Is by selling players and doing some profit. Is it an ideal situation? It is not. Would I do it? No. Is it something that if I have to choose between Chiesa and Dusan Vlahovic, if I'm obliged to sacrifice someone, well, then I think about it. Then Lukaku, if you look at his career, he's not a bad player. It's impossible to say that. I think that we are exaggerating in two ways. When we see Lukaku, we are saying, finished player, disgusting player. No. Because on the other side, Harry Kane, that is playing in Premier League, that is playing at Tottenham, is also 30. And Bayern Munich is about to offer 100 million euro for Harry Kane. Even Paris Saint-Germain wanted to offer 100 million for Harry Kane. Then you will tell me, Beppe, but you can't compare Harry Kane with Lukaku. And you are correct. Harry Kane is much stronger today than Lukaku, much stronger, and you are totally correct. Harry Kane has consistency, professional player, serious player, but that's also not an investment that you are doing to resell him. It's an investment that you are doing from today for 2-3 years. But 0 trophies, Kane, it's true, but it's not his fault. That he's playing at Tottenham. It's not his fault. So on that one, I agree. It's not something that you will gain money on, but the money you need it today, because probably there will be a capital gain. Probably Juventus will qualify again to Champions League. Probably things will get better because you have a new strategy of saving cost that we already started 2-3 years ago. It's not that we start now to save costs. We all remember the Mercato of Juventus 2 seasons ago, where we had only Locatelli, Moiskin, Lukaku, Caio Jorge. You remember that summer we were already in difficulty. It was not outspoken. It was not that everyone was speaking about it. It was not with the zoom on Juve, but we were already in problems. And Locatelli and Keane, you were not even able to pay them. When you see now today the top ranking of Juve, because people they don't pay attention to that. If you see the top ranking of transfer market about Italian team that spend the most, Milan first, Juve second. How is it possible, Beppe, Juve second? We just signed Weah for 17-20 million euro. How is it possible that we are second? Because we pay. Keane, we paid. Locatelli, and that money is adding up. So it's a money that we postponed back then because we had really seriously no money. And now we are in a Mercato where you extend Rabiot, you confirm Keane and Locatelli that you are just paying now. It's like they are new players financially from Juve, even if they are there since 2 seasons. And then we are. At Milik as well, but also for Milik, if you are looking at the deal, how many did we agree on? 7 million to pay in 3 years or something like that. It's really, we are in difficulty. And that's why Lukaku brings you aspects and answers today, not for the future. Because for the future, there is a new player that is growing and that you can sell. That the value will be even better, more. A Miretti, for example, can go on loan. Today, what's the value of Miretti? Let's say 15 million euro, because he already played 1 season in Serie A, because he's young, because he has talent, played with the Italian young national team. If he's doing a great season with Salernitana, and if you don't believe in him, you can resell him for 25, for example, to another team. The same for Kenan Yildiz. Plays 1 game with first team, the value will go much higher. Ealing Jr., today he's valued at how much? Between 15 and 20 for the few games that he played at Juve. Well, in 1 year, with another season, you can even go and reach a 30, 35, why not 50 million euro for an Ealing Jr.? But that's an answer that we don't have today. Today we have to fix what we said in the beginning of the Mercato. 140 million euro between salary savings and costs. So if we go back to Gravenberg and Goretzka, 2 players that we made a poll and they were both at 42%. Let me first say thank you to Orion that I just missed 4 minutes ago. 17 months on the channel. Anything on Donnarumma or tech sale, I will come back on that after Goretzka and Gravenberg. Why are we speaking about these players? Because Bayern Munich not being able to go all in for Harry Kane, they contacted again Juve because they were already on Vlahovic in the beginning of Mercato. You remember we talked about it. They wanted to go really cheap and they wanted to go with like 50 million euro for Vlahovic because they know that Juventus needs money today. Juventus said no, they stopped. Then they asked even on loan. They're smart and waiting for Kane. We said no, money or nothing. And now, because they lost Kane, they think again about Dusan Vlahovic. But of course, they want to lower these requests. So they are thinking about the Gravenberg, that is for them a bench player, but also Goretzka. Goretzka, that Barbara said a bit earlier, is a real leader, an experienced player. Some people earlier were saying, hey, looks a bit, it's a different player, different age, but looks a bit a la Khedira deal, even if Khedira came for free from Real Madrid. But it's a name, I believe it's 28, if I'm not wrong. That is not bad. A smart player, a really smart player, a player that I like. But of course, you always have to go and check the important first thing before speaking about it. And here you see already some injuries. Well, last season he missed in total 5 games. 5 games on 38 are a lot. 5 games on 57, 60 games missing, not because of choice from the coach, but really missing that you are unable to play, are not a lot. 5 games out of 38 are starting a lot. The season before, if you see here, hip problems, 16 games, plus 2 is 18, 19 games missed. In 2021, 3, 5, 7, 12, 14, 17, 18. 18 games missed. 18 games, then 19 games, and now 5 games. It's a lot, It's a lot, I like the player. Seriously, I like. Intelligent player, can play as a defensive midfielder, attacking midfielder, central midfielder, right foot player. I really like the player without any doubt. But you have to think, because in La Continassa, I already told you, the humidity of the air, I believe. Attenzione. 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 News about a player. For the people that do not want to see Dusan Vlahovic at Chelsea, I repeat, for the people that do not want to see Dusan Vlahovic at Chelsea, you can celebrate now. Forza Juve is reporting that Vlahovic will be unlikely to join Chelsea if Pochettino doesn't approve the deal. At the moment, Pochettino is less keen on the Serbian striker. Jacob Steinberg is reporting that Pochettino is decisive in that deal, like Romeo Agresti yesterday told us on the channel. And apparently, Pochettino, at the moment, as we speak, he's not 100% sure. There is even more news, because we continue, and by the way, thank you to Colo that was reporting me the news. Thank you, grazie Colo, for, with your ear, like telling me, Beppe, something is happening. Grazie, Colo. More. Chelsea wants addition in attack and are due to hold further talks with Juventus over their proposal for a swap deal involving Romelu Lukaku. and Dusan Vlahovic. Some figures at Chelsea admire Vlahovic, but Pochettino is believed to be less keen on the Serbian striker. The deal is unlikely to go through without Pochettino's approval and could lead to more frustration for Lukaku, who is desperate to leave Stamford Bridge. For the people that are happy, be happy for him not going to Chelsea, possibly, because it's not a done deal. Attenzione, Mercato today is not Mercato tomorrow. But there is still Bayern. And Bayern could be the one, because we were speaking about Goretzka, and we were about to start speaking about Gravenberg. Bayern could be still the option, could be the thing. Now, we spoke about Goretzka. Let's go on Kefren Thuram first. Hey, indeed, BT, would be. You know, Mercato is crazy. Why are they not giving me Kefren Thuram? I want Kefren Thuram. The first thing that you have to check with Kefren Thuram, ragazzi, is the same stat. Injury. Stats. Current season. Where are they? Here. Stats. Injuries. I don't know if Colpo Gobbo is still together with us. Non so se ci sei ancora, Colpo. But ragazzi. Wow! This is what we want. Ragazzi, that's the first thing that you have to check. Before anything, occhio. Injury list. Transfer market, it's not great for the value of players, because you know that Juventus had a bit of problems, but at least you can see the record of injuries. Zero. Physically great player, intelligent player. We take the great Thuram. If we can find a deal, ragazzi, loan with even obligation to buy, we pay 5, you want 5? Here, 5 million euro. You give us on loan. Oh, ragazzi, Nice, we gave him Aaron Ramsey. We wanted to give him Pellegrini. They need to give us a bit also. So for us, it's not only Juve that can give. It's not like Lyon. Lyon is a disgusting club. The so-called friend, Olas, the so-called friend of Agnelli, because every single time he was saying, I'm a good friend of Agnelli, I would love to give players to Juve from Lyon. We gave them Grosso, we gave them De Sciglio on loan, we gave them 100 players. They gave us nobody. You know who they gave us? La Lavatrice. You know what is La Lavatrice? Is the wash machine. Who is the wash machine? I know, Olas c'est fini. Now they have Texor. Who is La Lavatrice, the wash machine? Do you remember who is the wash machine? That's the player that they gave us, the wash machine. You don't know, huh? There was a nickname. The nickname of this guy, I will show you. Here. This guy, La Lavatrice. This guy is the wash machine. Thiago. Not Thiago Motta. Thiago, that played at Juve, came from Lyon. You know, they gave him the name. They gave him the name of wash machine because apparently, that's what they were saying, he was able to receive the ball, doing like the movement of the tamburino in the wash machine, wash the ball and give it properly to someone else. You could give him the most difficult balls, wash machine, and he give it. We arrived 7th with the wash machine. So I don't want any new wash machines. That's why I don't want to, I don't want to deal too much with Lyon. Now they change ownership. Ola is gone, so we can start again. But speaking about Nice, we gave them a lot of players, and to Nice they have to give us a favor. So on loan with an obligation to buy, I would be super happy. And you didn't know about the wash machine, la lavatrice Thiago. Disaster. Ryan, he remembers, Portuguese player. Adesso compriamo pure le lavastoviglie. Sì, Christian. Sì. This year we get a dryer machine. Who is the dryer machine? Ragazzi? But no, we have to pay attention with the machines, because the last time we bought a machine, we finished 7th, so I don't want to finish 7th anymore. No, Goretzka, good. Kefren Thuram, fantastic. Oh, you know that I like Gravenberg. I really loved always Gravenberg. The only doubt, of course, is mentally, what kind of player do you find back? Because Ryan is a fantastic player, but he couldn't impose himself at Bayern Munich. Injury list, look. 2021, 2 games for a coronavirus. It happens. 21-22, coronavirus. And then an ankle injury. He missed 3 games in 21-22, 3 games, and then 2 games last season with the Bayern bruised knee. Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee is the brother of Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee, two games missed. Hey, that's nothing, Good player. I really like him, but that's the big question that you have. If you have to give Bruce Lee, if you have to give the keys of your midfield with Locatelli, with Rabiot, with Fagioli, because Pogba, we don't know, that's the reality. That's why we are still looking for a midfielder. Are you giving your keys to Goretzka, knowing that the injury list is? Do you give the keys to Gravenberg, that had a really difficult season at Bayern because he didn't play? Probably mentally, he also lost a bit of confidence in himself. Or do you give the keys to Kefren Thuram, that wants probably to show that in Serie A, the name Thuram can only be linked to the Bianconeri. Thuram can't be black and blue, blue and black. And no, I give the keys to Kefren. If Nice wants to. In the beginning, I was not believing that it was possible, because I said, 60 million euro, that's what they are asking. He's 22, super young, central midfielder, already plays with l'Équipe de France. Right foot player, can play. He played apparently sometimes in the left midfield, but can play here on the right as well. Can play everywhere there. He has no agent. That's great. So we have no commission to play. Contract until 2025. So the contract is not really that long. Juve Post is giving the keys to Thuram. Me as well. Juventino Vero saying stop dreaming. We get no one. I believe we will go with a new name. There will be a new name. It's impossible. There will be a new name. No, there will be no left back. Ragazzi, yesterday I did 40 minutes with Romeo Agresti. There will be no left back. There is no left back. We have, first of all, if you need a left back, you also need a right back, because that means that you want to go for 4-man defense. Okay? If you really go to 4 on the left, let's say 3-5-2, 4-3-3, whatever. On the left side, you have an Alexandro. Today you have still De Sciglio, Pellegrini, Danilo can play there. You have Kostic, you have Ealing, you have Cambia. we have 7 like this, 7 players that can play potentially there on the left. That's the reality. There will be no left back. And if you tell me that we can potentially go with a right side player, I could tell you last minute, why not? Carlos Augusto, yeah, but only if a Kostic is leaving or a Ealing Jr. on top of Pellegrini and maybe even Alexandro. Alexandro, you can consider him a 3-5-2 player. There is not anymore left back. Okay, and then on the left you have a Carlos Augusto and Ealing Jr. And on the right you have Cambiaso Wea, 3-5-2. Castagni were in talks. At the moment, nothing is happening. You know what I believe? That we convinced ourselves that 3-5-2 is financially and tactically, with what we have, the best way to play. Why am I saying tactically? Because at the moment, the players that we have are more functional in that 3-5-2. The only problem was Chiesa to convince that he was able to play in a 3-5-2. Now that he starts to convince himself that he's also, and maybe even better in a 3-5-2, or could potentially be better in that 3-5-2, you know that at the moment we have Kostic, Ealing on the left, Cambiaso, Wea on the right. One competition only. Do you go and spend on left and right? If you can cash in money on Kostic, why not? If you can do a mega plusvalenza on Ealing, which allows you to keep Vlahovic and Chiesa, why not? Then you can go for another player on the left. But would you do it today? I don't know. But in the midfield today you have a Miretti and Nicolosi that have talks with Salernitana. You have a Pogba that is a question mark. You have a Weston McKennie. Oh, by the way, news about Weston McKennie. Weston McKennie could potentially go to the other team that has a name that nobody on earth can pronounce. Bournemouth. They can go to Bournemouth if they have a bit of cash. And they should have a bit of cash. Why? Because the player from Fiorentina, Castrovilli, I believe. Castrovilli? Player from Fiorentina. Big talent, He went there, Bournemouth, that's the name, Juve Pulse. He went there to do the physical. Today I can't speak. The second team of Orion, Bournemouth. This team, yeah. He went there, Castrovilli. He did the medical test. He failed them. In UK they are not laughing with the medical test, but it's really a paradox. I don't know if you saw it or not. When a player, and it's not the first time, when a player has a problem with the knee, for example, with an ACL, with an ankle, or whatever, they say no, he doesn't pass the test. He can go back. Then they play an entire career without any problem. Doesn't pass the test. But if a player, and hopefully, really I'm praying that nothing will happen any day, if a player had a problem with heart problems, like the ex-Inter player there, Eriksson, no problem. Let him play. So hopefully nothing will happen. But it's really strange. Because the players that we are speaking about, Castrovilli, but also other players in the past, that they refused, that they failed the medical test, they went back in Italy and they played an entire seasons without any problem. But they are really cautious about that. In Italy, they don't care. In Italy, they don't care about that. They take the player, Pogba, you are broke, it's okay. Let's see. We will fix it. But they are really serious about the heart conditions. We had a player like that we signed from Leverkusen. He was in Italy. Patrick Schick. You remember Patrick Schick? Fantastic player. He went to Juve. Don't deal, eh? He was already doing the pictures, in the medicals. And then we said no. We said no. We said no. Then I always said, I really hope Juventus was wrong and that the kid can have an amazing career. After that, psychologically, he had a really tough time. And then he needed a bit more time to come back. Last season, he did really great, and 2 seasons ago, fantastically. So he's back at his level. But that one affected him. But the logic I don't understand. Is he again injured? Yeah, but injured can happen, Juventino. But you know what? The logic I don't understand. The logic I don't understand. I don't understand the logic of you block a player because of an ankle, but if it's heart problems, it's okay. Let's go and play. It's really strange. Really, really, really strange. Some people are starting to follow me, and subscribing as well, on their on the new app Momento. AC Momento. Not a lot yet. I was expecting more. Ahmad Ali. Sorry, Beppe, for the complaint. What complaint? I just started listening to the beginning of the live, Beppe. Sorry to say it again. The volume is really low. Oh! Wait, let me check. Maybe sometime it happens. No, it should not. Compared to the live opening music, what can I say, Ali? You put lower, you put higher. Sorry, Ahmed. I'm not, it can happen. I'm not, I'm not the music engineer. I can fix some microphone problems, and I'm happy. When you are telling me, Beppe, the microphone is too low, I check, and then I put higher. Sometimes it happens that I forgot, or automatically goes lower. I didn't notice. But if you're telling me that it's just because the volume of the music in the intro is higher than this, ragazzi, I'm not a sound engineer. Otherwise, I would have become indeed David Guetta, like Steve Cano is saying Beppe Guetta. In the future, the music of the intro is higher. I will put lower, and then I put up, ragazzi. Then if I can do something, I will try. Thank you, Ahmed. Salvatore Ciccone. Grande Salvatore. Grandissimo Salvatore. Thank you for the donation, my friend. Ciao, Beppe. How would you rate Juve for next year if we don't get more new names? Divinite and Chiesa stay, and we sell some of the unwanted ones. I think it would be a miracle. Honestly, I think it would be a miracle to keep the players that we have today without touching anybody. So that means nobody entering and unwanted leaving, but it will never be enough. It will never be enough. But let's say it happens. Szczesny, Perini in the goal. In defense, you have a starting defense of Gatti, Danilo, Bremer. 3 defenders as subs like Rugani, Alexandro, eventually Huijsen, that can play also on the right side. So that's 6 men there in defense that can play center in the 3. On the left, you have Ciao Roberto Gallo, that is going to Italy soon. On the left, you have Iling Jr., Kostic. On the right, you have Cambiaso, Weah. In the middle, Fagioli, Rabiot, Locatelli as starters. Hopefully Rovella back. Rovella. Miretti will probably go on loan. But let's say Miretti, because you keep him at the end, and McKennie, because Pogba is a really huge question mark. On top, you have Dusan Vlahovic, Keane, Chiesa, Milik, plus Soule, indeed, that we don't hear a lot of rumors anymore about. You have a team that can compete in Serie A. Winning, I don't know. winning will depend a lot. If with that team, as you tell me, winning depends on a lot on Pogba. Pogba also in Dusan Vlahovic. In Dusan Vlahovic and Federico Chiesa. A lot depends on top of Allegri, of course, on top of Allegri. So no, I like the team we have at the moment. I believe it's a strong team, but you need to have a healthy team. A healthy team. Otherwise it's not working. I believe it's also time to go to bed. 1 hour 30, we spoke about a lot of things. I believe that this week we'll speak about a lot of exits, Zakaria and so on. So I repeat for the people that joined a bit later. Ragazzi, new app, it's a beta version, but really fantastic. I am absolutely not sponsored. I repeat, this is not a sponsored deal. It's a new app that I discovered in a beta version that you can install for free. It's called AC Momento, that I will write here in the chat, that you can download for free on Apple or Android or whatever. What is this app? It's fantastic because it's actually a kind of wallet, memory wallet interaction for all the games you went to, for any kind of sport. At the moment they have like football, basketball, golf, or no, it's not golf, it's hockey, rugby. So you can check easily by date a game that you went to. You type the year, the team, the month, you can find the team, and then they are putting in a kind of wallet style, you know, the game that you went to per year. You can add pictures, you can notes and so on. You are not obliged, of course, but it's a really beautiful portfolio. And what is nice also is that you can connect with your friends, with people that you want to follow, to see where they went. Did you had a match? Were you together at the same game at the same time? You can, you know, it's counting for you how many games you went to, how many stadiums, how many hours you watched a game live. Is really, really nice. I really like it. So, ragazzi, if you want to, AC or AC Momento, and then you will need a code to enter. Again, it's totally for free. You type in GJustjuve, and I would be curious to check who you are and in which stadium you went. For example, I see, for example, now Ron Rusitano that already created an account. Then let's see, because at the moment he didn't fill in the data. Let me check if someone already did. I'm curious. You see, there is someone, I will not mention for privacy, that went to some games here. 2-0 win, Juve against Inter on the 6th of November. See, twice at the Allianz Stadium in 2022 from that person. It's nice, huh? It's really nice. He has added a picture of Dusan Vlahovic when he watched him training. So it's really, really nice. So I don't show the name, of course, but you can see here can we show it? Yeah, Dusan Vlahovic. You can do it. You are not obliged to put a picture. I really, really like it. Let me check. If someone else did, yeah, I see someone else, but not yet updated. Oh, it started. People starting to add. I didn't speak about Donnarumma Tech. Well, the voice of Donnarumma, they are always there, always there, always there, always there. I don't know, guys. We know it. Szczesny could potentially, if he decides to. You want to know that's the, by the way, that's the app, and that's the the logo of the app that you can find, because people were asking. So it's easy. Szczesny decides if he wants to leave or not. Juventus doesn't want to sell Szczesny because it's a fantastic goalkeeper. He showed it again against Real Madrid, but it's a goalkeeper of 33. If they can save his salary now, because he has 2 years of contract still with Juve, and on top of that, making a small profit, even if it's 5 or 10 million euro that you can cash in, plus saving the salary, that's not bad, huh? Because then you can go possibly towards Donnarumma that earns more or less the same, wants to go back to Italy, would love to go to Juve, but I personally today, I don't think it's my priority today. Donnarumma is always Donnarumma. It's always nice to have him, but for me, that's not where we have to upgrade. Again, if you can win 5-10 million there, why not? But today, I would not really take too much into consideration. And X is going with a fantasy. That's your fantasy league. You know that you can only take 3 players from Juve. Saying Szczesny, Scalvini, Bremer, Danilo, Carlos Augusto, Rabiot, Locatelli, Weah, Pogba, Chiesa, Lukaku. 3-4-2-1. It's nice, huh? But Scalvini will not come. I don't know why. That Scalvini will not come. I agree, MF. Well, that's it. Last question, or we close? And you can go for Jose Garcia. That is also on that Momento app. He's also there. And they're visiting a lot of stadiums there in USA. He went to the 3-1 victory against Real Madrid. If I had to replace Tech, who would I go for? For this season, I would have easily. I would have said we continue with Perin this year. We go for a second goalkeeper, Audero, that will go to Inter, by the way. And we are good like that for this year. And then from the next year, we go for a goalkeeper like Carnesecchi. I really like Carnesecchi, but he will now be the first goalkeeper at Atalanta, and he will do fantastically well. Johnny, in closing time, in really closing time with the donation. Thank you, Johnny. Johnny is telling us, Beppe, sorry, I'm late. News about Dusan Vlahovic. It's already 1 hour that we are speaking about him. Ultra tifoso. Ovviamente carne secca è fortissimo, però è difficile adesso. Johnny, news about Vlahovic. Well, you want a small recap? Dusan Vlahovic wants to stay at Juve. They are not against the player. They would love to keep him as well, but we know that we have financial difficulties. We are on a player like Lukaku for different reasons. Tactical reason, because it's a player that would fit better the playing style that we are going for. Player that is experienced, already proved himself, has so many goals in Serie A. A player that is now in problems with Chelsea, that wants to leave, and it is a beautiful occasion that in terms of salary you can even save a bit with the decreto crescita, and these are all the benefits of Lukaku. But of course, Vlahovic needs to accept the team. Chelsea is on him. and it's not on him. Some people in Chelsea, they want him. Pochettino is not 100% sure about it. That Nkunku injury could have accelerated, but apparently, according to the last rumors, they are not. Pochettino is still not warm on it, especially because they have to spend, for let's say, 40 million euro on top of Lukaku, and that's a problem because they don't want to reach that amount, especially because Nkunku is not injured for 6 months, it's for 2 months and a half. So maybe they want with also one competition only to try with Nicola Jackson. Then there is still Bayern that flops to take Harry Kane that could come back, possibly trying to speak in open talks for a midfielders like Gravenberg or Goretzka. But today, no. And the pages are saying, like Tuttosport, Juventus is insisting for Lukaku. If we are going to Di Marzio, we can see also Corriere dello Sport that is always really quite informed about the Lukaku thing. Aurelio De Laurentiis, if you are here, knock on the door. Napoli is moving and they are trying to go for the sell, but we don't care. Juve Lukaku è più vicino. This is what they are speaking about. Lukaku is closer to Juve. According to the English tabloids, the English papers, Chelsea could even increase their offer to 28. Giuntoli for Vlahovic wants 35. Also here, the numbers are everyone is putting the number that they want. In the beginning, it was Lukaku plus 50. To discuss, could go to 40. And Chelsea was offering Lukaku plus 20. Now they are speaking that Chelsea is increasing to 28, while Giuntoli wants 35. And no. So we'll have to monitor. Let's see. But I hope I made a beautiful recap for you, Johnny. Oh, I didn't recognize him. Mamma mia, it's Gabri Veiga. He's strong, huh? Mamma mia, he's strong. You remember that I told you that I really liked him? When we were speaking about him on the channel, we were saying that he was really great. E vuoi Amrabat? Mi piacerebbe darti Amrabat, però ne abbiamo già parlato un po' prima nell'inizio della live. Però non penso. Penso che è una strategia per mettere un po' di pressione sul United, per accelerare un po'. He's good, huh? Gabri Veiga is good. It's really good. And they're insisting also for Cope Miners. And we didn't speak about Facundo Gonzalez. Yeah, we didn't speak about him for the simple reason that he will probably go on loan as well. That's why I didn't put too many efforts on speaking too much about him. But yeah, and it's not even official. Probably we'll wait until tomorrow or so to have the medical test results. Yeah, I like him. I really like him. Did Gazzetta dello Sport come up with a first page today or not yet? Yeah, it's a new page already. Everyone is saying Dusan Vlahovic. That's their front page. Wait, can we make it bigger? Here. That's the front page of tomorrow. Everyone is saying Vlahovic. Lukaku alla Juve. The supporters are saying no. Gazzetta as well is saying no. Gazzetta, it's the nightmare of Gazzetta if it's happening. They made an interview to all the big ex-VIPs, players, or big VIP supporters of Juve. 20 persons. They made an interview to 20 different VIPs from the past. And they're all against it. Everyone is against it. The supporters, the ex-VIPs, everyone except of Allegri, because Allegri wants Romelu Lukaku. Did you see the shirt? Lukaku, no, Ale. Putain. These guys are crazy. Ale, come on. When I say Ale, it means Madai. It means it's crazy. You know, I don't want Lukaku. I already told you so many times. I don't want Lukaku. I don't want Lukaku. I can understand the logic of the finance, but I don't care about the finance. It's not my money. I don't care. I don't want Lukaku. I want Dusan Vlahovic, okay? But you know that Gazzetta dello Sport is pushing me that really I want Lukaku. At a certain moment, I want Lukaku just because of Gazzetta dello Sport. Mamma mia. It's disaster. Look here. The shirt, Lukaku, no. Who did that again? Then tomorrow I will wake up at 5 a.m. because at 5 a.m. That's actually, they are smart. And it's the first page that you can have available online. Thank you. Orion, you changed your name. That's why I didn't know you. Disaster. Indeed, the Gazzetta lab, they are working. They are cooking. They were cooking well. Honestly, if you are not a Juve fan, if you are not the Inter fan, if you're just a neutral fan, you're watching La Gazzetta, you have fun, huh? If I have to make it a channel emoji, the Lukaku, no. I know, because then if he joins, then you know it, and then he becomes the best player of the world. Then I will tell you that I have always wanted Lukaku. If he joins, you know it, I buy the shirt of Lukaku. Oh, we do it. Okay, seriously. I have a question. And that's the last poll, ragazzi. If Lukaku joins, would you buy his shirt ASAP? Buy his shirt after first goal? Buy his shirt after Inter goal? Or you have 4 options. Buy his shirt as soon as it's done deal. Buy his shirt after the first goal, because you need to feel the emotion. He scores, how is your body, your mind reacting? 3, buy his shirt after the first goal that he scores against Inter. That means you don't have to wait too long, if I'm not wrong. The first game against Inter, when was it again? Let me check. It's 26th November. You have to wait until November. 26th of November. Or I will not buy his shirt. And like my friend Abai is saying in the chat, not even if he becomes Capo Cannoniere, top scorer of the league. Imagine. We have 80% will not buy his shirt. That's a lot, huh? That's a lot. 80% will not buy his shirt. 10% are saying Mbappe. You know what? If he scores against Inter, I buy his shirt. If he scores against Inter and celebrate, yes. I would only buy Azzurri Juve if he scores a winning goal in Champions League. For which team? Attenzione, Azzurri Juve. For which team? For your team is playing for or against? No, because it's important. With Lukaku, it's important to specify. There are some players like that we don't. Hola, Claudio. Gracias, gracias. Desde Uruguay. Claudio, habla un poquito de Facundo. ¿Lo conoces? ¿Cómo es? El chico Facundo González. Me gustaría mucho en el futuro tenerlo. Tenemos ya el futuro de la defensa de la Juventus en casa. Dean Huijsen con Facundo. Fantastic. But the things you have to tolerate are saying, hey, now today it's party. Nirai, 9 months on the channel. Evening Wepe, bring Neymar for 1 year and cook. Thank you for 9 months, but I'm not Cherubini, I'm not Giuntoli, I'm not Manna or Tognozzi, Paratici, Ingel. Ragazzi, I'm not doing Mercato, I'm just doing Twitch. And on Twitch, we don't speak about Mercato. So I can't bring you Neymar. But you know that not now. But I believe that last year, no, 2 years ago, I was a bit illusional. I said, you know what? Neymar for 1 year, it was 2 seasons ago. I said I would be... Or was it last year? It was last year, right? It was not 2 years. It was last year. Huh? I was thinking, you know, who knows? Who knows? Forget about it. Huh? Forget about it. Forget about it. It will not happen. So 78% of the people, we don't buy the shirt of Lukaku. There are still some people who will have a Lukaku on the back. Sí, Beppe, soy gran seguidor de Facundo. Jugador físico, gran actuación en el Mundial Sub-20. Grand talent. Claudio, I know. I checked him in the Sub-20 World Cup. So, Claudio is confirming, I love Facundo. I follow him a lot. Great player with a great physique. By the way, he's 193. And he did fantastically well in the World Cup Sub-20. They won against Italy 1-0. Oh, Henrik, he will go to fish. Juve Pulse. Henrik, if you are able to fish us a bit of talents, maybe Kefren Turam, that would be nice. Carney doesn't care about the no-sayers. Carney is going straight towards I buy his shirt. I watch Beppe's vids with my dog. Thank you for the time spent. Also, you know, walking the dog, watching the video. Jesse Lingard, Redemption Tutorial. No. Bye. Now it's time to close. I said it already, like I believe 28 minutes ago. Now it's really time to close. We go with nobody will buy the shirt of Lukaku. I tell you, if he joins Juve, probably I will go and buy the shirt of Lukaku. Otherwise, it will be Bremer or Gatti. I believe Gatti for the third shirt. Huh? Soon. Maximum of likes before leaving. Don't forget it. You leave. And then you download the fantastic app AC Momento. Wait. I have always wanted Lukaku. If he joins, you know it. I buy the shirt of Lukaku. Oh, we do it. Okay, seriously. But you can't cut like that, huh? If he joins, you know it. I buy the shirt. You can't just cut like that. This is the worst manipulation ever. I never said it like that, huh? No, because there's our friend here is cutting where he wants to, and it's making me actually saying other things that I never said. No, because then people will think that I always wanted Lukaku. I never said that, huh? I never said that. Anyway, ragazzi, buonanotte. Ciao guys. Ciao. Ciao, forza. No, they cut, they paste, they do whatever they want. Soon I will have a AI speaking for me. Ciao ragazzi.